What up, guys? This your girl Cheryl. React with Cheryl. So today, I'm dropping another video. I'm bringing the heat. We got a story time from TikTok. I'm gonna make sure I try to leave her information so that way, if you want to go back and watch the whole thing from beginning to end, because I'm gonna put it in my perspective. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that way you don't miss out on the story time, because you'll know I'm going to keep bringing them. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you'll like this video if you like it. And let's get into the story time. Let's go.
Who the fuck did I get engaged to? Part one. I was going to do the put a finger down, but I would run out of all my hands and my toes to do that. So it's just best to, do a story time. And it's something that I really don't want to do. It's something that, I really don't want to do this, but I feel like in order to get me back and to save somebody else from going through the same thing that I went through, this is why. You know what I'm saying? So hold your horses, because not only that, I do feel a little bit embarrassed and ashamed. I think everybody does, if it's to this level. But yeah, hold on with me, man. So, I met my ex-fiance on set of my music video, Whoop De Whoop. And during that time, I was in a relationship, but I was getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much the next couple of days after that. And that's another story right there. And so she was going through her thing. She was still with her old lady, whatever. And that was cool. It was perfect for me, because the only thing I wanted to do was fuck anyway. You see what I'm saying? Perfect. You ain't gonna come up over here for real. Oh, so that's what I thought. So times go by, you know what I'm saying? We end up linking up or whatever. We did our do. And we made an agreement to just be, smashing. So as time go by, she I tell her, like, look, you need to let your lady know that, we done took it to the next steps. Or, if you want to really try to be with me, you want to talk serious stuff, then you need to go ahead and end your relationship, whatever. So for some reason or somehow, she ended up figuring out how to get out their relationship out of nowhere, which was shocking, because I said, hey, you want to continue more, then you need to break up with old girl. Literally the next day, she did that. And she was extremely happy. She was jumping for joy. And so I was like, okay, cool. Or whatever. So now we can kick it. We can get a little bit more serious. Time go by. Shit is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I could be myself. She made me feel so safe. She made me feel seen. Love like no other. She made me feel wanted and, and desired. You feel me? And that was a big thing. And she, made me feel like everything was going to be okay. No matter what anything life threw at me, she made me feel that way, So time go by again, I guess, whatever. And she asked me to be her girlfriend, because nobody ever asked me, nobody asked me. I may be mass presenting or something like that women don't feel like the need, or, a lot of these times you get in relationships and you didn't even know you were in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? They don't disclose that information. And so for her to take the time out to be like, hey, will you be my girlfriend? I thought that meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? You want me. You're choosing me. I'm the one that you're picking. And so it was great. So I said, yeah, cool. And I got receipts. I got hella receipts that look, I may have took some stuff down from social media, whatever, but even then I got receipts on the receipts on receipts. So none of this information I'm gonna tell you is false. You hear me? After she, asked me to be her girlfriend, whatever. A lot of this stuff is fast too. You know what I'm saying? This is very fast, and it was making me nervous. It was making me nervous, but, her spiel was, you rather heal within love and, with somebody than, to do it by yourself and so forth. It was just, y'all, it's the dumbest shit ever. literally, on my birthday, I think she had asked me to be her girlfriend in June. So then in October, she had asked me on my birthday, for me to marry her. During this time, a lot of shit has happened in the meantime through all of it. Through all of it. So this is just a little overview, okay? Because this is part one. And I'm going to give you the breakdown of each bit by each bit by each bit. You feel me? So excuse me if I miss stuff out, because at the same time, I'm still emotional. This shit's still fresh. This shit is literally just still happening to the right now. And, I'm not sure what I can say for real, because there's more action that has to be taken. So I want y'all to know that. So she ended up proposing to me on my birthday or whatever. Again, wow, you chose me. You proposed to me? How often do masked women get proposed to? How often, do you find somebody that want to get on their bended knee and to take your hand? You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking of forever, like, damn, this is great. But even then, I didn't really want that proposal to be on my birthday. That was the only thing. I was like, that's just inconsiderate to do it on my birthday. But, I still accepted that and was like, okay, we can go on with our lives or whatever. She proposed. Cool. Great. Now, this is where the meat come in at. We're going to run it all the way back. So, during this time, I think in June or a little bit before June or something like that, I had made a post about my car being stolen, and my car got stolen, whatever, and it was sent over to Alabama, whatever. Some, police found it and shit like that. We gonna say allegedly she was behind my car being stolen. Yes. So, and then did some type of insurance fraud. Made me go up in that bitch bareface with a check, $13,000 check, to cash it. Fuck my whole bank up. That shit bounced. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I thought we had insurance, my name on it, your name on it, because you driving it. You got that for us because so we can be straight. You know what I'm saying? In my dynamic, we in relationships, I believe each relationship has a role. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good at this thing. You should be good at that. Where I lack, you provide. And that was the dynamic that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? She was technically in my, quote unquote good in finances or whatever. And so she handled the mainframe of the things or whatever. So, once she got my, the insurance check and stuff like that bounced. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Why the insurance check bounced? And, she sending me emails like, look, I got the damn, I got the insurance, whatever. Look at it, but I got the policy, stuff like that. Sent the email. I see the email and I'm like, okay, damn. What the fuck? How the fuck? So we call up, we get on three-way with the insurance company, something like that. And we like, why the stuff ain't, I'm like, why the stuff ain't, why did the check bounce? Blah, blah, blah. What's your policy number? That's what they asked. I give them the policy number. We can't find that policy number. What the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? You don't see the policy number? Because I done went and took this shit to this bank thinking this shit finna come through. And the whole time, it bounced. So, she on the phone three-way too. Oh, why the fuck you da-da-da? I'm talking about going off on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like going off. I'm gonna sue y'all. We gonna sue y'all. Bam. So I go, I get out the phone. I try to resolve it. I go and submit all the paperwork I need to submit to my bank so I can get this, get my bank back straight. You know what I'm saying? Because of the insurance company, they wrote a fake check, quote unquote. That's what I think. That's what was, And so I let it go. I was like, bro, this shit foul. You know what I'm saying? I let it go. I'm going to get a lawyer and try to figure out what I can do about this insurance stuff, whatever. Initially, even when I looked at the check or whatever, let me go back a little bit. When we got the check or whatever, she told me, she said, the check coming Monday or whatever. I'm going to be on the lookout for it. So I'm looking out in the mailbox. Any nigga, we looking at the mailbox like a motherfucker. So she automatically be the first person to get to the damn mailbox before me. She FaceTimes me, and next thing you know, it's a slip of paper. Oh, we got the check. And And then I'm like, where the paper at though, the envelope, because I like to keep stuff for my workers, especially when it comes to something like insurance and shit like that. You know, this is when she got the check. I'm sorry, y'all. This is before the check got bounced. So this is how she was like, oh, we got the check or whatever. No motherfucking envelope or nothing. So my friend bring her back to the house with her. We finna go try to do the check, and that's what had happened. The check got bounced and so forth. So anyway, stay tuned to part 2 because my time is running out.
We about to jump into part 2. Hope it get even more juicier.
This is part 2. Who the fuck did I get engaged to? So I think the last time we picked off where, you know, she got the check or whatever, you know, it was no envelope or anything like that. Made me go cash that junk. My bank fucked up and all that stuff like that. I had to go file paperwork to get all that stuff done. As time going by, I'm dealing with that, you know, my car being gone or whatever. So we end up having to get a rental. Get a rental or whatever. That one got stolen too. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. That one got stolen too. And I don't live in no real fucked. I ain't living no real fucked up neighborhood for that to be keep happening like that. And it was always on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? When I had to go to work the next day. So I'm like, damn, like, what is going on? Somebody watching me. You know, I'm like, bro, this can't be life. You know, this is the second time this has happened to me. You know, I'm already, you know, like going through with this insurance. Like I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening to me? Who's watching me? Who's wishing on my downfall? You know what I'm saying? What do I need to do? You know, so I started to, you know, taking steps back, even off of social media and stuff like that. And, you know, I be on social media. You see what I'm saying? I'm a musician. You know, I make music. You know what I'm saying? And I go and I act and I do these things. And sometimes I like, you know, doing a couple of little TikTokers. You see what I'm saying? So I'm stepping back from the things that I really love and I enjoy doing, you know, so I can get my life together. Simply just trying to get my life together. And she's sitting there next to me as my fiance, or, you know, not only she was my fiance during that time. She's sitting here next to me as my girlfriend, you know, rubbing me, wiping my tears off. It's going to be okay. We're going to pray about it. We're going to do all of these things. But it's the motherfucker I'm laying next to. And, you know, it's just, like I said, I'm still emotionally really fucked up about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real foul. You know what I'm saying? I really am. And, you know, we're going to, like I said, but if 2 plus 2 is equal to motherfucking 4, it's motherfucking 4. Anyway, I digress. So, before anybody be like, how did you trust somebody like this? How did you, what made it happen? Like, how? You know, initially before, you know, my car was stolen, whatever, you know, shit, at one point I couldn't afford to pay my goddamn car notes. You see what I'm saying? So, I wasn't paying them bitches. Yeah, I would rather pay my rent than pay my motherfucking car note, because at the end of the day, I need somewhere to stay and lay my head at. That car gonna come, you know what I'm saying? Catch me when the fuck you can, repo man. You feel me? So they end up catching my motherfucking ass. They did. They caught my ass. And it was with her and her son in the car. Alright. They got my car. So she ended up doing the due diligence to get my car out of the repossession, whatever. She paid to get up out of this. So I, you know, I'm like, damn. That's love. Like, you showing up for me. You didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to get this car. You know, we get this car back. I'm put the, you know, since we drive and then put my name. That's how she ended up starting to put her name on the insurance and shit like that. And I think since she was, you know, her reason for this is because she was getting behind her lawyer fees or whatever, and she panicked. So, yeah. A little bit of time go by, and you know, I was paying rent through this bill portal where I can just pay online or whatever. One of the bill app stopped working or whatever. It stopped working. It declined my payment or whatever. So I had to get a money order. Me, I have a hybrid position. But this position requires me to be there. You see what I'm saying? So I work, you know what I'm saying, 8 to 5. You feel me? And I live in Douglasville, and I'm working Marietta. Anybody that know motherfucking Georgia, you know how hard it is to get through that traffic. So, and she was at home all the time. So I would have to get her to, get her to go get my money orders for me. So I would send her the money for my rent and go take the money order up there because, since the app not working, I can't pay online. Go ahead and take this up there for me. Cool. And then just give me the receipt or send me a picture or whatever, the screenshot of money order. Boom. Bet. So she was going to go get the money orders, whatever, and she has gave it to she was supposed to give it to the leasing office. Supposed to be giving it to the leasing office. She got the money order. Supposed to give it to the leasing office. I sent her the money for the rent. App not working. Money order. Sent me the pictures of the screenshots. You know what I'm saying? Receipt. So and so. All right, rent paid. Cool. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you much for taking care of us. You know what I'm saying? You live here too. Y'all. This requires a part 3. So stay tuned for part 3. Who the fuck did I engage to? Part 3. And where the motherfucking rent money? Part 3. This is part 3. Who the fuck did I get engaged to? This part 3. So she was going to go get my money orders, whatever, for me because I worked 8-5 hybrid position and I had to be in the office 3 days a week, whatever. Georgia traffic wouldn't allow me to go pick up money orders, whatever, or else I'd be late for my motherfucking rent, period. So she was going to get my money. She was going to get the money orders. She would send me the pictures or whatever, saying that it was paid or whatever. And she would, cool, rent getting paid. So then I started getting notifications that, I'm behind on my motherfucking rent. I'm like, bro, I've been paying this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been getting y'all the money orders, right? Like, I'm like, what's going on and shit? I'm reaching out to, we reaching out to the leasing office and shit. And, they did confirm that, the system was down or whatever. So I guess that was just during that time, you know what I'm saying, that I went up there, because at one point, I had a little feeling that I'm like, bro, she can't be playing with me, you know what I'm saying, about this motherfucker around for make sure this shit get paid because she talking about this shit down. But it was indeed down during the time that I went up there. So I'm like, cool, whatever. I'm still sending her the money to go get the money orders. She's sending me the thing, whatever. She's telling me, you know what I'm saying, don't worry about those, those notifications on the email, whatever, because she's sending it, don't worry about it. The app's still down. The app's still down. And, and the app's still down. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, in these situations, you need it. So, I don't pay it anymore. I'm not giving it any thought because the whole point and the whole thing is, you're not going to mess up where you lay your head at either. You know what I'm saying? You live here. So why would you? And that's what she would say the same too. After even if I would confront her, I had like an ounce of wanting to be like, hey, baby, and it's hard coming to your partner or somebody that you love like that to even want to even assume or say that. I didn't want that. I really didn't want it to be her. That's the thing. I wanted to be in there. I was like, bro, that was the delusion part. I really just did not want to believe it was her. And she would say a sense like, bro, I got my son or whatever. Man, I'm trying to get my son. I'm trying to have a house on my head, whatever, woo woo. I live here too. You're right. Of course you wouldn't. You live here. Why would you take it? Y'all. It's that motherfucker was pocketing the rent money. Pocketing my rent money had to been for 6 months. So, and that had to been like in May. She asked me to be her girlfriend in June. You start pocketing in May. You asked me to be your girlfriend in June. And that shit mad. Then, later on, you still pocketing for even longer. Why are you proposing to me? Then tells me, oh, since we about to move out, whatever. I think cause the car situation. She was saying, she would call the office, whatever, and be like, I talked to this person, da da da. They resolved everything for. So she would be the one to call up to the office or whatever for us because, I trusted her. This is my girlfriend. This is someone I'm getting engaged to. This is my person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe you. Like, I wouldn't think that you want to take from your own head. I wouldn't think you would want to strip your own, ability to travel and get to where you need to be either. It wouldn't make no sense to me. Logically, it didn't, So, yeah, I'm going to blame the office. What the fuck y'all not doing my rap? The whole time, the motherfucker I was laying next to. It was the motherfucker I was laying next to the whole time. Wiping up my tears, saying she was praying for me. Blaming it on her son. You played with my vulnerability. Manipulated every bit of me and my being. I take marriage serious. I take relationships serious. I take this shit serious. I don't play games in this shit. When I'm with you, I'm with you. If you need the money, I'm gonna send it to you and some shit. You see what I'm saying? Or you don't have to think that you can't ask me for anything. There's no limit to the sky. If I'm gonna give you what I have, you know what I'm saying? I may not have a lot. I probably can't give you the world or whatever. I probably can't fix your situation, but I can probably put a little bit of grease on it. And that shit fucks me up, bro. That shit, it fucks my trust up. I have PTSD of this shit. Cause how could you? How? And while I'm at work, I have a camera, so it's like, how could you take them notices off? And how could an apartment complex let us sit up in here this motherfucker long without us getting kicked the fuck up out of here? That's what I'm thinking. And two, so I'm like, it gotta be leasing office. Gotta be leasing office. Hell nah. Hell nah. How did I find out? Man, it's a lot of missing gaps up in this though. It's so much more. It's so much more. And I'm a lover and I love hard. I'm a lover and I love hard. So for that to be even taken advantage of, at this point I feel like I'm a target. I was a target, and it's not just her. It's got to be somebody else that she's working with. Somebody else is involved in this shit. And I know that it wasn't just me that been finessed like this. You see what I'm saying? I think her last bitch was finessed like this. That's why she was so hurry up and ready to get the bitch over. My thing is this: if you know a motherfucker out here foul and moving like that, why the fuck you ain't gonna say nothing? Why would you let me go through some shit like that? Was it what was it? I don't deserve that shit. Nobody deserves no foul shit like that. But woo, hold on, man. So I guess the next question is how I find out, because she was sending photos of, the money orders and stuff like that. But she was getting the money orders, canceling them right after. Maddening shit. You see what I'm saying? How did I find out? Screenshots, emails, and shit. It was the screenshots, the fake Photoshop cash apps, and fake emails, and fake. The fact that she went above and beyond to cover her tracks and to cover the lie, the bitch is a sociopath. And I feel sorry for her. And I'm still angry. And I have every fucking right to feel that way, because at the end of the day, how the fuck I'm gonna get my money back? All the money that I sent you, since all motherfuckers I sent to even, when the lease. Y'all, it's a part 4 to this shit. How did I find out? But before that, let's talk about when I was getting ready to move. We're going to talk about that. Get in the house. After we get engaged, we finna get us a house. 2 cats and a dog. We finna live our best fucking life. That's gonna be the part 4. Who the fuck did I marry? Part 4. House hunting.
All right, y'all. By now, I know you should be subscribed to the channel because you know the stories keep getting juicy and juicy. I'm gonna keep bringing them. So the question is, I'm like, I get it, you trust a person, but you was only with this person for so long, and you're already engaged, and then you turned around and put your trust into her when it comes to your finance basically. So even though you was giving her the money to go get the money orders and things like that, at some point in time, you didn't think that like, okay, we SBC, don't just send me a screenshot.
This is part 4. Who the fuck did I get engaged to? But first, I like to say genuinely from the bottom of my heart, all the messages that I've been receiving, everybody telling me their story, you know, pouring their heart to me, telling me that they're, sorry for me and everything like that, bro. Like, I truly appreciate that it's received. Y'all see me today, all that energy that y'all giving me, it has got me up. I ain't even gonna lie. It is fueling me and it making me feel better. It making me feel like that I'm not alone in this. And to the other motherfuckers, fuck you. You understand? From the rest of the heart that I have left. As fuck you from the bottom of the rest of the heart that I do got left. But anyway, part 4, who the fuck did I get engaged to? I guess what we picked out for is the screenshots and shit like that. So, by the end of the year or whatever, you gonna fucking find out by the end of the year. But before that, we were still in the apartment complex, and everybody like, how the hell we still in there? I don't even fucking know either. What apartment complex ain't gonna kick your ass out for just being late for 200? You know what I'm saying? Your guess is just as good as mine. I don't fucking know. That's why I blame the leasing office. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was pointing the finger at them, but it wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? I was getting fake emails from the leasing office. You know what I'm saying? My ex-fiance was sending fake emails pretending to be this person and shit like that. So, anyway, yeah, I was like, it was December or some shit like that. Was it December? Yeah, December sometime. And she had to go out to Maryland to go see her son. You see what I'm saying? Everybody like, why? She doesn't have custody of her son. That's what the lawyer fees was supposed to be about. She's in this lawyer battle with the baby daddy to try to get the son back. And, that's what the whole reason supposedly for her, taking my money and shit like that. So, anyway, she in Maryland and shit like that. And by this time, I gotta go all the way back. A little bit before she even went to Maryland or whatever, I'm at work or whatever. And she sent me an address when I get off work to come to. So I'm thinking it's like a spontaneous, date or whatever. I'm thinking this shit a spontaneous date. So I get there and shit like that. And the whole motherfucker, all my stuff from the apartment, a lot of my stuff in the apartment is in the Airbnb or whatever. It's in the fucking Airbnb. I'm like, the fuck? So she was like, her reason for that, she was like, I didn't want to put the stress on you and us moving and stuff like that. We finna get this house because we were supposed to be moving into a house. You know what I'm saying? I had went and got a loan for a house so we can get in the house. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 cats and shit like that. I'm trying to get a dog. We got this house. She said we got it. I got the emails of your deposit been received, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm finna move, but we just gone. She was like, well, since her whole thing was, I don't want to be in this fucking apartment anymore. I'm tired of this fucking apartment. Baby, I'm ready to go on and move on with our lives. Shit, I want my wife to have everything she want. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So, you want that house, baby? Let's get that house. Let's get that house. So, I'm sending her the money for the deposit for the first house. But the first house, we were still in the damn thing. That didn't fall through because the motherfucking place was just, they ain't even finished with the place. So we said, fuck it. Let's just use this money for the next house. Second house. Second house. I can't even remember what the fuck was wrong with the fucking second house. Third house. This is the house we're trying to get to in December or whatever. I pop up in the Airbnb and shit like that. She telling me, yes, we getting this motherfucker. I'm confirmed. I know we finna move. This is spontaneous. Thank you for moving all my stuff. You didn't want me to be stressed. Cause she know how I get. I get anxiety when it comes to I get very bad anxiety when it comes to moving. I am a bitch when it comes to moving or having to do some business. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am the worst person to come to it because I get irritated. You know what I'm saying? I get really frustrated when it comes to that. And she said she didn't want to deal with it, my attitude for us moving and shit. So I said, okay, bet. Thank you for, doing the due diligence to pack all of my things. She had put all my shit in the storage. She said she handled that, put all my shit in the storage. She packed my clothes. We got the cats. We in the Airbnb. We in the Airbnb and shit like that. She's supposed to go to Maryland or something like that to go see her son or whatever because she said she finna go pop up and go see her son. Boom. While she in motherfucking Maryland, she calling me motherfucking crying. This is around Christmas time, too. She calling me. She said her grandma goes blind and shit like that. And then she telling me that she trying to get an apartment in Maryland so she can get custody, have a living residence there or some shit like that. She needs $500. I'm like, baby, this money I'm saving this money from my car. Look, I understand, you know what I'm saying, your situation, but this is for my car, you know what I'm saying? She woo-hoo fucking crying. I'm talking about blowing, how could you, this is my son, that's my son. I'm talking about going off on me, and I'm like, making me feel bad for her, because I got it. She said she's going to give it back to me. I'll give it back to you next week. Okay, cool. Bet I'll go ahead and send it to you. Since you know this is my car money, I'm expecting you to get this shit back. I sent her that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get that shit back. It was an excuse every time. It didn't come yet. My check didn't come yet. Something happened. I was like, bro, this is my car. Whatever. But anyway. So I'm in this Airbnb and shit like that. She fucking in Maryland. I'm not in Christmas with my family. You see what I'm saying? I'm not celebrating none of that shit with my family. I wanted to, but I ain't had the money to really go back home to go spend that shit with them. But she went to go to her family and spend Christmas with her folks. So she gets back or whatever. She gets back and we have to get out the fucking Airbnb because somebody else booked it. She tells me somebody booked the Airbnb, we gotta go. We gotta pack all this shit up, we gotta go. I'm pissed because I don't like instability. I'm like, bruh, I thought we was good until we had to move. Call these people because we need to call Progress or something because so she gets on the phone. She acting like she's on the phone with these motherfuckers. Oh, why we can't move here? Oh, the HOA, something about the HOA, black ice. We can't move yet. So, bro, I got mad as fuck. I'm like, okay, so now we can't move into the motherfucking house. This is when ding, ding, ding. This is when it's like, ding, ding, like, bro, this shit is just like, all right, the HOA. I said, call these people, put put it on speakerphone or something. I need to hear these people. You know what I'm saying? Say what they say. So she on the phone with these people. I'm hearing somebody on the phone. It probably wasn't even them. Now that you know what I'm saying? It probably was somebody she motherfucker had to say, hey girl, act like you this person. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no motherfucking telling. And so I'm like, I had to scurry up, get some change, and we had to go in a hotel until the house, the HOA or the people, whatever that shit settled, gets done. I bought a house that's like damn, what's the name of this shit? Hold on, let me figure out. I can't fucking remember. It was something out there in Plantation. It was like a resort. Apparently, we had bought a house that's on a resort, and it's an HOA and a POA, and it was something that the owner didn't pay for. The owner had to owe something. That was the reason why we couldn't move in, because of the owner didn't pay something, didn't let them know that we had to come and move in that day. So it delayed our move in. That was the reason why. That's what she said, the reason why. And that's what was said over the phone when we was on there. When she was on there. So I had to struggle to get motherfucking hotel for a few, just for a week or so, shit like that, until we figure this shit out. Anyway, I'm running out of time. Damn. Part 5. This is part 5. Who the fuck did I get engaged to? So I didn't even tell y'all. I missed the part where we was in the Airbnb and she got sick. Cause we had drank that night. We had a good time and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, she started like acting real sick. She kept throwing up. So then my guy friend, her mama even called, was like, hey, you need to go take my baby to the. I was like, yeah, she ain't feeling well, whatever. I'm finna see if I can take her to the emergency room. So she acting like she can't even fucking walk. My guy friend, he picks her ass up, put her ass in the car into the ambulance with her. We take her to the emergency room. I'm at the emergency room with her ass all fucking night. Her mama, her folks on the phone with her. Her daddy come, her grandma come to the motherfucking hospital and every damn thing. So I'm like, damn, baby, like, bro, it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? She just need to drink some fluids. We just had a drink night. We just had a drunk night, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You just need to get your fluids up. So she acting like she couldn't walk. I'm in the hospital with her ass, baby. Come on, let me get you back to walking and all this other extra ass shit. So she talked to the doctors. The doctors right in front of us. They trying to explain what's going on or whatever. She just need to drink more fluids and all this shit like that. And that they see something in her blood that she needs to do a little bit more of or some shit like that. Cool. We get back home or whatever. I take she says she gets a call and she gets her results back or whatever. And she said she was diagnosed with lupus. I'm talking about she boo fucking crying. And, that shit hit home with me because my mom is fighting with lupus. My mom has lupus. Right now, she's living with this shit. You see what I'm saying? So that hits me. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like, it's going to be okay. This not the end of your life. You feel me? I get her on the phone with my mama to try to get, because that's the only thing I can think of. Like, you need to talk to my mama. Like, maybe she can help you with something and shit like that. Maybe she could tell you something I can't, what to do. Set your appointments up like that. So my mama gets on the phone with her, telling her, they crying on the phone together. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end of your times and shit like that. And yeah, so she's going through this lupus flare-up or whatever. She got bruises all over her body and stuff on her face, the butterfly and shit like that. She's sending me pictures of her having that lupus and shit like that. So we at the hotel at this point. Let me get back, because all that was happening, while the moving and shit like that. She, when we was in Airbnb, she had that, she was diagnosed with lupus. So that's when she had came back from Maryland. What was it? Yeah, no, that was before she had went to Maryland. And then she went to Maryland to see her family. They was helping her and shit. And then she came back. We had to go into the hotel or whatever for a week. We spent New Year's inside the hotel. So, we in the hotel or whatever. She telling me that there's a delay with the HOA for the house and shit like that. Money running out, time running out. She gets a call telling me that she has to go take care of her grandma because her grandma's blind now. So we gotta pick up our shit and move to her grandma motherfucking house. So I'm like, damn, do they know our situation? They think, she telling her family that we getting the house and shit. So her family thinking we got this fucking house and shit. And we coming over her grandma's house with 2 cats and a whole lot of bags. I had to go get a U-Haul to go get the rest of the extra shit that we had in that fucking Airbnb and put it in the storage that she had. So I'm just, suitcasing this shit up and we there. And so, I just didn't feel right being in her grandmama's place like that. And it was, you're not telling the full truth. You see what I'm saying? You're not telling the full truth of why the fuck we here. So the grandma, she asking questions and shit like that. She asking, and it just sucks. It really sucked. I just walked away. You know what I'm saying? And I had a conversation where I was like, why you ain't telling your folks that, why the fuck we really here? We ain't got no house right now. We waiting, you know what I'm saying, on this HOA or wherever the fuck this shit delayed. So then, I guess we there or whatever. The next day after we there, next day I go to my house or whatever. She telling me that, oh, well, we gotta, I'm finna tell them to refund us our motherfucking money because, since we can't move in there because of that, them people didn't pay their money for us to move in there. And the community didn't know, blase. We gotta get our refund. So I'm waiting on all this money to come back and shit like that. We stuck at her motherfucking grandma's house. And so, shit just wasn't, feeling right. Wow, now I'm in a daze at this point. I'm disappointed. I'm tired of being disappointed. I'm sick. Nothing's working out. I'm sick of shit just not working out. I'm thinking, you see what I'm saying? Notifications coming up. I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? So I said, look, I need to call the leasing office. I'm going to call the leasing office to see what's going on because they keep trying to say that I owe this fucking money. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe this fucking money. I've been paying my shit. So I said, can you send me some of the screenshots that send me screenshots because you say you paid some shit from Cash App too. Send me some fucking more stuff. It took her all fucking day, honestly, to get, like, literally, I'm working from home and in her grandma's house in the room. She ain't in the room the whole motherfucking day. So it took her 8 hours to send me motherfucking Cash App screenshots. So I'm like, I'm gonna get on the phone with the leasing office. We gonna get on the phone with the leasing office. Get on the phone with the leasing office. Oh, we thinking we speaking with a ghost. Bitch, I'm supposed to be dead and war. We supposed to be. Look, it's so much to the story. It's really a lot of gags and gaps. So I'm saying this is me. You see what I'm saying? This is my story. You feel me? So, man, I'm like, I hit the phone, my heart drops to the floor. To the floor. She was avoiding me the entire fucking day. The entire day. So I was like, never mind. I sent a text message, never mind, because I already know. I was like, this motherfucker been pocketing my rent money, lying for the house deposits, lying for everything that I done sent her. Literally just lying. Look back at these emails, fake emails. Motherfucker don't even got an email like that. The residents come from like it pissed me off so bad. So I'm in her grandma's house or whatever. I was like, man, fuck that. You not finna ignore me on this shit. I go up in there, her grandma blind, so she can hear, but she, I go in there, I'm trying to, I have a lot of respect for my elders. It took every mother thing in me because she should have got her ass beat. But it took everything in me to respect that lady house. You see what I'm saying? So I'm in there, God, like, bitch, all this money? What are you talking about? And she just balled up in the bed like this. You just gonna believe everybody else anyway. Whatever, I'm a scammer. You don't believe, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bitch, I'm pissed. I'm like, so you still? I got all the screenshots. I got all the emails. I got everything. So that whole night, I call my friend. I leave.
I hope she don't trust her.
I'm distraught. You see what I'm saying? I'm boo-hoo crying. I'm into my knees. I'm in tears. I'm like shaking. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, this motherfucker played me the entire time. Played me the entire time. And I did not want to believe that shit. But it was true. I come back in the house with her because I got to go back to my house. I ain't got, you really know where to, stay. She got me into the situation where I got nowhere to really fucking go but back to her fucking grandma's house. I'm in her grandma's motherfucking house. I'm in the room by myself the whole night. She didn't even think to try to come up in that bitch. She didn't even think to try to come up in that bitch. Send me gaslighting text messages talking about something. You believe everybody else, all the shit I did for you. Bitch, all the shit you did for me at my expense? Are you kidding me? Part fucking 6. Part fucking 6, because it's so much more. So this is part 6. Who the fuck did I get engaged to? So y'all know, I found out or whatever. I'm distraught or whatever. I leave the house. So I guess the grandmama called the mama and telling her that, hey, we had something going on or whatever. Called son and see what's going on. She seemed like she's very hurt. I never seen her sound like she's very, very, very hurt. You know what I'm saying? So check up on her. Her mama called me, FaceTime me and shit. Talking about, what's going on, sonny? What's going on? I was like, I started spilling the beans. I said, look, first of all, there ain't no house. She been scamming me and pocket me about my motherfucking money. I spill the beans, I tell her mama on her. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, she's talking about she feel you. Oh, I can't believe this shit. Da da da. Man, don't let her know what I'm talking about, because I don't mean to be getting into y'all business anyway. Bet. Okay, cool. We talking about it. I'm gonna try to help you and figure out what we can do to try to settle all of this shit. Cool. I get back to the house and shit like that. I talk to the grandmama. I tell the grandmama everything that's going on, spill the beans. Look, we ain't got nothing here. We ain't got nothing there. Grandmama's like, well, you more than welcome. You ain't gonna have to be learning on nowhere outside of the streets or whatever, because that's foul as fuck what my granddaughter did. They saying, bro, like, why would you do that? La, la, la. She crying, telling them, I just panicked. And I was, going through all of this, the lawyers and shit like that. But the gag is, after all this shit done got exposed, I left. Because I called my mama. My mama was like, hell nah. Get your motherfucking ass on. These ain't your folks. This ain't your family. They ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, the next day, I got my shit up and I left. And it was the hardest thing I ever had to do, because it was like, bro, I was crying the entire night. Every day I was in her grandma's house, I was crying every fucking day. Every night, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I was out of it. And so my mama was like, get your ass out. She got me a hotel room. My dad and them came and got me. I went and took my ass back to Memphis. Yep. All this shit happened and mama still calling me and shit like that. Trying to work some shit out. Offered to pay me like $200 a month or whatever. What the fuck $200 gonna do for my circumstances? Bitch, you just ruined my life. My career. She doesn't have the money or whatever. She ain't got no money. We trying to get her back on her feet. She ain't gonna be doing this no more. I'm holding her accountable. We gonna hold her accountable. She ain't gotta go to that. Please don't tell her baby daddy, because da 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 da. I'm gonna give y'all some money. I'm gonna give you some money. I ain't got no motherfucking money. To me, at this point, I don't want to hear no word, no good faith, no nothing. I don't want to hear shit. You ain't finna tell me shit. I done heard all the lies. I done been lied to for too long. Give me some motherfucking money. Give me some motherfucking money. Then I believe you. then I believe you. Ain't no motherfucking money being sent. And I'm not signing no motherfucking contract. That's it. And I get some tea later on. Oh, yeah, it's some motherfucking more tea. We gonna go live on that one. We gonna go live on that one. So, I'm just saying this at the end, I'll be, apparently she ain't got no motherfucking custody. There is no lawyers. There is none of that. There was never no lawyer. So I don't know where the fuck the money was going. You know, she said she wanted me to have a soft life and all that shit. Bitch, I was having a soft life with my own fucking money. And I just need to quickly add in here, she do not have lupus. She was beating and bruising her own body, faking like that she had lupus to gain sympathy from me. I found this out by her mother. Her mother told me she doesn't have it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just a lesson learned for me. You know what I'm saying? I love someone more than I love myself. And I trusted someone more than I trusted myself. And I would never, ever let that ever happen again. So I am on the journey of figuring out what it is and what it's like to love me. Like, how can I pour all that love that I pour into everybody else into myself? What does that look like for me? And, you know, it's a very big, expensive price to pay to learn this lesson here, to pay for this lesson book. It's very expensive. And I don't want nobody else have to pay that price. So just don't trust everybody. Handle your own fucking business. You see what I'm saying? Don't do the shit that I did. Cause, and like I said, I beat myself up all the time about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no extra motherfucking beatings from it. You feel me? When I'm gonna bounce back the best way I can, stream my music, I'm gonna put that pain in my music. And just be on motherfucking lookout.
Alright guys, this is the end of the story time. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow me for more of the story time that I'm bringing. And I just want to say that I do hope that she was able to recover from this and lesson learned. I hope we all walk away with a lesson from this. Later, guys. Thank you.